Hi, this is Doug Nilsen with Acura Grind Manufacturing. I'm going to give you a little tour of our facility, kind of show you the type of parts we do and how our operation runs. Here's kind of a quick look at some parts we've done since 1950. You see a lot of shafts here, some carriers, sleeves, mounts, and then some air bearings. A lot of this stuff is, plus or minus 2/10 tolerance, and different types of finishes, 4 finish, 6 finish, 8 finish, plating, all that type of stuff. So follow me, I'll give you a tour of the office. So this is our main office here. Over here is where Alan sits and does his sales. He's probably in the shop somewhere. We'll probably see him here in a little bit. And then all of our support staff, accounting, all the sales staff, input of orders and data and stuff like that is all done in this office here. And this is a lathe that my grandfather built in the 1940s and 30s. He was the original person that started the company, and he built this lathe all by himself as a project for his apprenticeship project for being a master machinist. So follow me. We're going to the shop now. So we're in a 30,000. So you're going to see all different types of parts. Some shafts, sleeves, mounts, carriers, stuff like that. Here's a good example. We call it a piston rod. It's 15 a deep, large hole on one side, and then a small hole on the other side. This is complete. We make it from solid bar and fully machined. It's eventually ground and plated and then. So these are milling machines. We have kinds of milling operations here. We have some standard vertical mills, and then we have two 400 millimeter pallet machines. This one here is a 10 pallet. We run a full system that manages all the production 24 hours. It tells the machine what to run, when to run it, how many to run, and as you can see on the parts on production, so the machine's managing all that. These are sister machines, so what you put on one machine can be put on the other machine. Just a matter of pulling the program and moving it to a different machine with the tooling. So then we go over to this part of the shop. Over here, this is a multi-axis machine. It's got a robot on it. Right now they're doing a manual setup on it, but typically this part, puck in the machine, it'll load the puck and then unload a finished part. Over here, 7-axis Swiss screw machines. There's Tsugami machines. They do 1.25 inch diameter all the way down to about 1/8 inch, and lengths up to about 15 to 18 inches max is probably what we do on these, but all kinds of small parts. Here he's doing some little parts like this. We do little tracks like this. Parts around. This is like kind of a simple little plate we're doing with a square in the middle. 17-4 material, preheat treated. Let's go over this way. We'll do these lathes over here. Oh, by the way, we do all of our own gear cutting here. This is a few of our machines. We have 2 shapers and we have a hobber here at our site. And then we have another facility that has CNC shaping, CNC hobbing. This is what we just keep at this facility for some of our commercial work. You go over here, this shows you kind of some of the machines we have over here. This is an Akuma machine. It's a multi-axis machine. We got this one last year. It's an LB3000. It's got 7 or 8 lights on the front and the back. It's got a bar feeder that runs up to 2.5 inches right now. So we bar feed all kinds of parts. Right now they're doing these little precision wire This is all 17.4 material. This one runs unattended. It's unmanned. It's lights out manufacturing, and it's got great repeatability, and it runs great all by itself. Then we have 3 standard Akuma machines. They're just standard lathes, 1 chuck, and we run a lot of our shafts are run on these machines. So you can see they're just standard lathes. 2 of these lathes are about maybe 20-inch length, and we have another one on the other side over here that goes up to about 30 inches in length. So follow me this way. We'll go over to the grinding department over here. This is our kind of our shipping department, production over here. So this is our grind. We have OD shooting grinder here, which we do a lot of just straight plunge OD grinding, and then we have a service grinder here, automatic. We have a CNC OD grinder here, and this machine does all kinds of parts. This is actually that part when it's got the milling all done on here, the threading done. He's getting ready to grind this OD diameter. It's got to have about like an 8 to 12 finish, and there's a run out call out to a groove we put here later that we grind. We have 2, and these are heeled grinders, and we do quite some parts they're doing. Let's see if they have some. Oh, here's some right here. There's a kit done assembling and heat treating this part, but the face and the OD grind here, and the OD grind here, and the ID grind this little diameter inside of here. All 2/10 tolerance all around. We do a whole family of those parts. These are some older OD grinders here we still use quite a bit, depending on our workload. Great machines, a little bit older generation, but great machines. These are our standard manual mills and manual lathes, mainly done tooling and some small secondary operations we do back here. We have Dave Vasquez and another gentleman that works back here doing all this. Over here, which is only commercial work, not NADCAP approved, so just our commercial jobs are done in there. And then inside this building right over here, we do all of our aluminum parts for certain customers. Follow me this way. So here we're going over, like I said, to the shipping department, the burning department. You can see a lot of different parts. Here's some shafts. All of our jobs, and they have a barcode scan location. And what we do is we scan the barcode number and we scan the location. And so we can tell on our system anywhere, any terminal in our shop, where this part is, where it's been, and where it's going to next. All inspection department on every. See there, these are what they call the OD ground, the in there that we grind, and eventually there's another and another carriers. More, these are slingers. We do a whole family of these slingers where they have the ground in the OD, ground in the face, ground in the ID, and then these are black oxide coated. Let's see, we'll show this one here. We do a lot of air bearings. This is one of them here. We probably have a family of maybe 20 of these we do. This one's not finished yet. It's been grind this journal, the face on both sides. This OD will have labyrinth seals here, and then we'll ID ground that little hole to 2/10 to size. The same with this side. And here's an aluminum part and thread on there. It's got some little cross holes. It's an aluminum job, 70-75 material. This gentleman's prepping it. Here's another air bearing. These things are finished polishing right now, so I'm being very careful with it, but this one's got and there's journals, and so we rough grind them, finish grind, and then we hand polish every one of them over here. There's two tips: perpendicularity, run out, concentricity, sizing, ID, OD, all that support everywhere. So it looks simple, but it's a very difficult part. That one there is 15.5 stainless. Ask me a question.
So what about your
inspection?
inspection?
Yeah, let's go over there. Yeah, we'll go to we're AS9100 certified. Here's our inspection department right here. So this is our inspection department. We have 3 people on staff that run our quality control here. Like I said, we're AS9100 certified. I got a gentleman over here checking size to our, we call it an MOT, which is our router, and he's checking it to the print. And then Tony over here does all the paperwork for the company in terms of AS9102 for first article inspections and all that type of stuff. We have a balancing machine, so a lot of the parts we do here, depending on size, will be balanced. Like these, we're going to be balancing these ones in a couple weeks. This is about the max size part we can balance on this machine. There's another air bearing. And so follow me now. I'll take you guys over to the assembly room. Follow me. So all of our commercial products, which don't fall under AS9100, are shipped over in this location over here. We run it kind of 2 separately divisions. So I'll take you into the assembly room and show you how we assemble products. We have a pretty good crew of guys that are really masters assemblers depending on what the product is. So this area here is where we have the assemblers. We probably have about maybe 7 or 8 guys on staff that are assembling product, and depending on what it is for our customer, but it's all kind of random stuff. We have some stuff that's planing machines, or these are actually had to be some fishing reels, but we do all kinds of like carrier assemblies with wires and welding and stuff like that. These guys are all master assemblers. We have some electronic components. This here is a planing machine that takes a motor, some wiring, assembly, testing, stuff like that. And then this is where they manage all the parts for all these. So some of our customers require that we manage the parts for them and then do the assembly and then ship a finished product. And then this is the inspection department for those products. They test every one of them. These ones are serialized and then shipped out to our customers all over the world. And then right now I'll go back into the office on the other side. You kind of see some of the people I showed you before. These are all the cubicles that some of the support staff use here in our office. So that's really the tour of the shop. It's kind of informal, so if you have any questions or have any ideas you think we need to look at doing, or any product you want us to do for you, just give us a call or talk to Alan on the phone, and we'll be happy to help you guys out. Thanks. Bye.